What's up, everybody? I'm John Hoover. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You know what day it is? It's payday! That's right. Lincoln Riley got paid. And I'm going to tell you not just all the details we know about his contract, but I'm going to tell you some other stuff, some parallels that he shares with the king himself, Barry Switzer. And, it wasn't just a good day for Lincoln Riley. He and his staff also got paid. I'm going to tell you what's so important about that. All that's coming right up. Okay, here's what's up, people. You know this. You heard it last time. This channel is going away. I don't know exactly when, but it might be a few months. It might be a lot sooner than that. I don't know. So I'm going to be posting all my new content onto a different channel right here. Click the card and subscribe. It's right here. Everything you come to this channel for, well, it's going to be on a different channel. So for me to keep this going, I need you to just go to my other channel real quick and subscribe. Just click that card right now, follow it over, and hit subscribe. I need it. I need your help. I appreciate it. Easy peasy. Because eventually this channel will be deleted, and that other one is where I'm going to be posting all my new stuff. So just do me that little favor. Do me that little solid before we get started. I would so appreciate it. Okay. We're back. I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys know where to find my work. I cover the Oklahoma Sooners for the new Sports Illustrated affiliate, SI Sooners. AllSooners.com is the web address. And if you want lots and lots and lots of OU content, just head over to SI Sooners. It's AllSooners.com. Also, follow me on Twitter at John E. Hoover or on Facebook at John E. Hoover Media. I post everything there as well. Okay, let's get to it. The University of Oklahoma Board of Regents met on Tuesday, and they approved a substantial new contract for head football coach Lincoln Riley. Lincoln got 2 years added to his deal, so he is now under contract through 2025. That's huge, and I'll tell you why in just a sec. He's going to get $6.15 million this year, and then he's really going to get paid next year. $8.05 million in 2021, $7.5 million, $8.275 million, $7.5 over the next 5 years. The 6-year contract is worth $45.21 million. His old deal, January 2019, was a 5-year deal worth $32 million. So he's getting 2 extra years and an additional $13 million. It's not bad if you can get it, right? So if you're keeping up with all that, I see some hands up in the back of the class, but, hey, wait a minute, Hoover, you told us a couple of weeks ago that Lincoln Riley had agreed to take a pay cut. And now you're telling us he's taking a raise as well? Well, yeah, it's a little complex, but here's how it works. Joe Castiglione said that he and Lincoln, and presumably Lincoln's agent, started renegotiating that new deal, the 2019 deal, way back in December. They came to terms, signed the new contract in February, according to Joe C. This was, remember, before the coronavirus hit the streets. This was before the economic crisis, before the shutdown, and obviously way before OU knew it was going to be taking a financial hit so big that everybody making over $1 million was going to be cut by 10% salary-wise. So what did they do? They decided to stick with the terms of the contract that they signed in February. I just texted with Joe just this afternoon, not 30 minutes ago, to clarify how this all works. And here's my best attempt at the math. The prorated amount that they drew the 10% reduction from was $5.15 million. That's the same $6.15 million they had agreed to, less the $1 million life insurance policy. So you take 10% of 5.15, that's $515,000, that's $4.635 million, and now you add back that $1 million life insurance policy, and for the remainder of fiscal year 2021, the new total is $6.15 million. At least that's what Joe told me. You're welcome. Anyway, if you look at it, if you look at Lincoln's contract in 2019, he was already down for a $150,000 annual salary bump. So, big picture, he's getting paid in 2020 exactly what he was supposed to get paid, $6.15 million. And the pay cut, is just for 2020. That's why you're seeing the jump to $8 million next year. All this is to say that Lincoln Riley and his annual average of $7.535 million is now the highest paid coach in the Big 12 Conference. He's way ahead of Tom Herman, he's going to make a measly $6.75 million now, right? Poor Tom. I mean, you got to feel for him. He's actually number 3, Lincoln is, in the nation, behind the Lannisters and the Baratheons. The Dabo Swinneys and the Nick Sabans. Dabo's down for a little more than $9.3 million from Clemson this year, and Alabama is basically on the hook for about $8.9 million to Saban. That is all according to USA Today, of course. So for now, Lincoln Riley is just slightly ahead of Jim Harbaugh and Jimbo Fisher, but you know the reality. I'm sure we'll be hearing soon about raises for everybody, from Tom Herman to Jim Harbaugh to Dabo to everybody. A little more about Lincoln's deal. When you remember when he replaced Bob Stoops in 2017, his salary was just $3.1 million. I say just, for a first-year coach, that's not bad, right? But in just 3 years, the man has basically doubled his salary. How nice would that be? And he's got a lot more to come, obviously. His second year, 2018, he got a massive raise of $1.7 million, which took him to $4.8 million salary-wise. And then last year, he got that bump to $6 million. So in that realm, you know, the little $150,000 raise for 2020 isn't exactly a ton of money. Again, the big money comes down the road, comes next year. Also, if you look back at last year's contract, it included an annual stay bonus every June of $700,000. Just for not going anywhere. That clause, you know, for one reason or another, has been rewritten. Instead of getting extra money every summer for just not going anywhere, literally, there are now just 2 stay bonuses in the new contract. $500,000 next year and $750,000 in 2023. That's why those 2 years, 21 and 23, that's why he's jumping over $8 million, because of those stay bonuses. So aside from all the dollar figures, what does all this mean? It means Lincoln Riley is probably not going to the NFL or anywhere else for a long, long time. Think about it. If you're an NFL team and you need a new head coach, are you going to go to the college ranks to find your new head coach? Yeah, maybe. Sure. It happens. It's happened a couple of times in the last couple of years, just in the Big 12 Conference, right? But if you do, are you going to spend $10 million a year for a college coach? I'm pretty sure the Arizona Cardinals probably didn't give Cliff Kingsbury $10 million. And I'm pretty confident that the Carolina Panthers didn't give Matt Rule that much either. And think about it, Riley's been more successful than either of those two guys. But, you know, seriously, it would take $10 million or more, I would think, for Lincoln. He's going to be making $8 million soon at OU. And more than that, it might take maybe the lure of something like the Dallas Cowboys, you know, one of the premier franchises in all of football. And think about this too. Lincoln's got a personal relationship with Jerry and Stephen Jones. It's going to take something like that to leave what he has started at Oklahoma. I want to share a couple of observations with you about some parallels between Riley and Barry Switzer. They both took over for a couple of veteran, very successful head coaches, Chuck Fairbanks and Bob Stoops. They were both very young when they got promoted. Riley was 33 and Switzer was 35. And then obviously they both had incredible success as, you know, innovative offensive coordinators. Switzer with the wishbone and Riley with the power raid, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. And they both won heck of a lot of games, a ton of games in their first 3 years. Lincoln is 36-6. Barry was 32-1-1. But 2 areas where Lincoln and Barry's paths really diverge. Barry won 2 national championships in his first 3 seasons. Lincoln is 0-3 in the college football playoff. And then the topic of the day, compensation. Lincoln started out at $3.1 million and has quickly doubled his salary. Switzer, his base salary in 1973 was $24,000. And that was double what he was paid as offensive coordinator in 1972. Think about that. Wow. Speaking of coordinators, Alex Grinch was really rewarded for the job he did last year, fixing the mess that he inherited. Grinch got a $400,000 raise at Tuesday's Regents meeting. He's now up to $1.8 million. He also got a stay bonus written into his contract as an assistant coach. Interesting. So, you know, he's not leaving for the next run-of-the-mill mid-major or, you know, low Power 5 head coaching job. He's going to be coordinating OU's defense until somebody with deep pockets comes along and hires him. That could be next year, or it could be a while. You never know. I do know this. After just 1 year, 1 year, Alex Grinch is now making almost twice as much as what Mike Stoops made in his final season. You guys do with that whatever you want. The rest of Riley's staff also got raises. Bill Beatonbow's now at $810,000 a year. Cale Gundy is up to $580,000. Shane Beamer is up to $540,000. Dennis Simmons is up to $510,000. Roy Manning up to $470,000. And Calvin Thibodeau and Brian Odom are up to $435,000. The new guys, Jamar Cain and DeMarco Murray, they had their new contracts approved back in March when they were hired. Cain is getting $435,000 and DeMarco will get $350,000. Now here's the deal. Not only did those guys get raises, everybody got a raise, but they all got 2-year contracts. Well, Grinch is a 3-year deal and DeMarco is actually a 1-year deal. But hey, he's trying to buy the New York Mets, so who knows if he even wants a long-term contract or if he's going to stay in coaching very long. Who knows? The 2-year contracts now, they're not something that's brand new for OU assistant coaches, but basically for everybody to have one, that's not happened before. Having that money is one thing, and everybody likes to get paid. Take a look at what the pool was for assistant coaches at OU when Riley got the job in 2017. It's just a shade over $5 million for all the assistant coaches. Today, 3 years later, that pool for assistant coaches is almost $6.4 million. That's a 26% increase, and that's obviously very good. But beyond the money, having that 2-year deal, that security in such a cutthroat industry like coaching college football, pretty much ensures that these guys probably aren't going to be making any lateral moves. Now, speaking of lateral moves, I'm going to continue to post my videos here on this channel because that's where all the subscribers are. That's what you do. But I'm also going to post videos over on my other channel as well. And if you do enjoy this channel, I know you do because you're sitting here watching it, then I know I can count on you to help me out here. Please, this channel will be going away soon, and all this content is coming down. Everything will be over at my new channel. So please, head over there right now and subscribe. If you're able to do that today, I thank you. And remember, at SI Sooners, allsooners.com, all of our content is free. We do have a community as well, just like a message board, so jump in there and let your voice be heard. It is free, it is easy, and it's fun. SI Sooners, allsooners.com. You can follow me on Twitter at John E. Hoover or on Facebook, John E. Hoover Media. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. See you guys.